Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
Well, we're on to the fourth race now. It's a Pinnacle Stakes over 1,400 meters. And if you're wondering what's happening to the interviews, etc., well, this is where it begins. And our first interview comes up in race number 4, Jackpot 1, and it's assistant trainer to the Dean Kannemeyer stable. That's DKR. And it is Nicolette Roscoe.
Yeah, look, I mean, his campaign last year was very, very good. You couldn't fault him on anything. He went back to Cape Town. He ran in some very strong races in Cape Town, so he wasn't far off them, but very, very competitive. He ran a very good third last time out in Cape Town before he came up here. He's doing very well here at home. We're on the turf though. I know his form on the poly seems a lot better. I'm not saying he can't run on the grass, but he is doing well, but it's a very competitive field. So he might just need the run, but I'll put him in his quartets, the larger quartets, because he is doing well.
Put him in your larger trifectas and quartets. He is doing well, and you have to respect the Kannemeyer horses. And these horses that are coming down from Cape Town, usually find some of them are more forward, more settled in than others. And if this is the case with Mr. Master Starter, then I think he'll go close here. I'm going to take a big, bold stance. We went 5 horses. Let me have a look at that. Yep, 5 horses in leg number 1. I'm just going to suggest 4 runners here. I'm going to go Marshall versus Muscat. Marshall being 3 and 7, Muscat being 5 and 10.
No disagreements. No disagreements at all. There's no doubt this is the best race on the day. There's no doubt about that. And there's no doubt who the best horse in the race is, and that's horse number 7, Silver Operator. Now, obviously, they'll have the drill hole stakes in mind. He'll look to defend his crown there, and that's going to be coming up in a few weeks' time. He's the current favorite, but DZ, wouldn't be a surprise if he were to win in this lineup here. He's got to carry 62 kgs. He's the best weighted horse in the race, and he's taken on group company in his recent start. So he's a class package. Whether he's going to just need his first run in KZN, I don't think so, because we've seen Vaughan Marshall runners, they've run well, since they've come down here. So I think Silver Operator could certainly go close here. Of the Peter Muscat runners, I would prefer number 10, Kwazi, for sure, just based on the fact that I think he's a lot better over 1,400 than Emelenze Yokududuma, who I think could just be a bit more effective from a mile upwards. So those would be the top 2 selections from me, but I can't disagree with you on it being Marshall versus Muscat.
This horse, Kwazi, for sure, I want to give him some airtime because he's a very, very interesting runner in the 2023 Hollywoodbets Durban July. He is, way under the radar if his rating is to be believed, and of course when it comes to distance. But I think that is a very bold statement by his trainer. First entries out, and they've got him entered in this year's Hollywoodbets Durban July. So what are they telling us? They're telling us that they need to firstly qualify the horse by getting his rating up, by putting him in some solid company for him to show that he could be a factor in Africa's premier horse racing events. So this race, if he has to run a place here against this type of field, it'll be a good run, but if he has to win, I think that will be a bold statement for him. So I think this is going to be a race. We all know what happened last time out. I mean, that was it, and that was done. And he was a very unfortunate loser. I think that's the best way to put it. So he's the horse that I'm going to lean with as my outright choice. Whether or not they're going to try and overcome the draw and use him up early, that is my only concern, because if they do just that and he's not racing fit coming back from Cape Town, then he could be coming up for air. But the fact is, I'm going to make him the pick of the 2 Muscat runners, number 10. And then the pick, I agree with you, between Look for Hounds and Silver Operator, I mean, you'll be foolish to go with Look for Hounds over Silver Operator, who's an absolute specialist over this distance. And regardless that he's carrying 62, he still tops the best weighted column. So what I'm saying is that in the place accumulator, I'm happy to bank a number 10. in the pick six. I wish that coupling rule was there, but it's not.
Just go 7 and 10.
But it's not there. And I'm going to go with the 4 runs, but you make the decision. You're either going to go 7 and 10, or you're going to go 3, 5, 7 and 10.
Yeah, that's certainly 4 horses to play around. Look, I think let's just stick with it. Let's just go Marshall versus Musketeer. We'll include the 4 horses in the pick 6, but certainly between one of those 4, the winner should come from them. And numbers 7 and 10, those are the 2 horses that Dees and myself are leaning towards.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.